Good afternoon, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. And first of all, I would like to thank Mr. Ibrahim for giving us a chance again. Last year I was here and we talked about Intelligent Campus 1.0. And this year I'm here, I'm going to talk about Intelligent Campus 2.0. I'll explain later what is the difference because till last year when we were attending these kind of events, our focus was more about digital. That it's digital campus, digital building, digital environment. But in the last 1 year, a lot has happened when it comes to AI. And we, till last year, for example, we were I would attend a event and when we would talk about AI, everyone would be talking about ChatGPT till December, maybe 2024. And as 2025 started, now we don't even know that how many AI agents, LLMs, large language models, who is working on what. And it's becoming more of a commodity. So AI is exponentially advancing forward. And I agree with my colleague earlier that, yes, we still have a long way to go where we have to still realize the real use cases of AI, but the progress that is happening every week, every month in AI is tremendous. So what we are seeing now is we are moving even from what we call is generative AI to super intelligence on AGI, or even till few months ago, the term which was used in the industry was artificial general intelligence. And within last 2-3 months, everyone is forgetting that term and we are moving to new term and everyone is talking about super intelligence or super AI. So that is how fast AI is advancing forward or how fast we are progressing or trying to do that. But there are some realities. Reality number one, that when we talk about the industry, if we talk about government, airports, oil and gas industry, construction industry, hotels, banks, not everyone is at the same stage of digital transformation. So they are at different stages. And as you can see on the screen, healthcare, construction, yes, we have done a lot, but still a long way to go. But OTTs, banks, retail, automobile industry, still at an advanced stage. But when I go to them and talk to CEOs and CIOs, the ones who are trying to develop AI use cases. I was with an airport CIO last week. I was traveling somewhere, and the conversation was that what can we do with AI at airports? So everyone is talking about what kind of use cases we can build into this environment. If I go to a university IT head or a chancellor, they're talking about how can we integrate artificial intelligence into a university environment, apart from learning part, that how can we manage the operation of a school or a university. If I go to maybe a smart district or a building or a hotel, everyone is talking about that we have done something when it comes to digital. We have deployed BMSs, we have deployed network, but now our management is talking about, they're giving us budgets to build use cases of AI, but how to do that? What is missing? And when it comes to that, in Huawei, yes, we do 5G, we do 5.5G, we do Wi-Fi, we do smart cities, we do critical communication, which was being talked about, protecting the environment, emergency response and all of that. But we need to drill down and make the smallest unit. And we sat on the table and we said, what is the smallest, simplest unit of the industry? If we transform that, if we implement digital, if we implement AI into that unit, the society can transform, the city can transform, or our industry can transform. So we realize, I think it's making some noise. So we realize that it is campus. So today, when I talk about my next slide, that's why I would focus on the word campus. Because what we think is that 90% of the work which we are doing is happening in a campus environment. So this wonderful hotel is a campus. If I talk about an airport, at the end of the day, an airport is a campus to me. If I talk about maybe a district, all cities are divided into districts. I look at them as a campus, a hospital. I'm working on a very large hospital project. And the aim of the customer is that it has to be intelligent and smart hospital. So they're very clear when it comes to health management system, what would go into the operation theaters. And it has been 3 months. We are unable to define that what would make this hospital intelligent or a smart hospital. And to the point that the CEO is not very happy with us and other suppliers that how to define what is smart and what is intelligent hospital. So this is very, very important from Huawei's perspective, what we think. And from our own company perspective, when we go to our customers, when we talk about us as Huawei, and generally my colleagues will tell you that, oh, in the last 10 years, Huawei has spent almost $170 billion in R&D. In the last year alone, we have spent $24 billion in research and development. That is maybe the reason we have grown so tremendously. But I have worked in Huawei for 20 years. So if you ask me what is one reason Huawei has grown so tremendously, I will give you a different answer. My answer will be because Huawei is one of the most intelligently, digitally, rightly transformed campus globally. Why I would say that is because we are almost 200,000 people working all over the world. And the picture you saw behind was actually our Shenzhen campus. And we have almost 400,000 production terminals, 80,000 wireless access points, 70,000 cameras, so 500,000 valuable assets. So it's a global city. It's not one office or 2 buildings or 3 buildings. So this is the magnitude of the company. But it is so intelligently transformed that if today I travel from Dubai and I directly go to Shenzhen or any of my Huawei office, I can just switch on my laptop, my mobile, my tablet. I would get seamless access to my internet connectivity, all IT resources. If I walk into my access control, my facial recognition would work. I don't have to talk to the local security guard. So that is the level of intelligent transformation that we have done as a global campus. So not only that, so this campus, we finished construction, I think, if I'm not wrong, almost before COVID. So after COVID, last month, I again went to China and we have developed another one. This is in Shanghai. Again, I was very impressed by going to this campus, and this campus is built by, this is not my cutting of the news. Actually, it's international news that we have spent almost $1.4 billion on constructing this campus. And by chance, the person who was with me was from, again, a construction company, procurement manager. And he said, when we were walking around the campus, he said, from my experience, this is not 1.4. It's, I think, more than $2 billion spent on this campus. And it's almost 10 square kilometers. So why I'm pitching these examples is to emphasize that if we are talking about AI transformation, if we are talking about AI transformation in cities, real estate industry, buildings, or hospitals, or airports, or hotels like these, we have to consider them as a campus and then transform them digitally in the right way with the right architecture and then take them to AI transformation. So let me show you why I'm saying that. Let's get now to the details. So what is Huawei Intelligent Campus 2.0? So it all starts from here. So I think you are more experienced. I was listening to a lot of presentations. I'm not from your industry. So I do not really in-depth understand how, when we are talking about ELVs and different kind of things. I'm more from IT and ICT part. But industry is moving more in my direction now. So if you start from here, conventional campus, ELV subsystems, conventional campus 2.0, which is talking about BMSs or IBMSs. If I talk about intelligent campus 1.0, so what did we do? So we built a digital platform, and then we built intelligent applications on the top. Applications like access control, applications like visitor management, applications like HVAC management, fire suppression, fire control, space management, or power consumption management, so on and so forth. So what we are talking about in Intelligent Campus 2.0 is that we are bringing intelligent AI-driven applications in Intelligent Campus 2.0. And where are we heading? So we are heading to Intelligent Campus 2030. So Intelligent Campus 2030 would be somewhere where we will be building digital twins of the campus. So we will not implement AI use cases, use case by use case. What I'm trying to say is that, for example, I will not implement AI by making elevators intelligent. I will not implement AI by making fire suppression systems intelligent. I will not implement AI by making maybe a building, a door control and all these things intelligent. These are again silos. What I would do is build a digital twin of the campus the right way. And then I will build all the AI and digital use cases on that digital twin. And that digital twin will be actually built on, again, the data layer. So this is how we will be, what we see as Huawei is the future of campus being transformed from digital to AI-driven campus environment. So what is the architecture? So this is the architecture, what we see. This is a general architecture. This is not Huawei's architecture. This architecture can be adopted by any vendor, any customer, any industry. It's agnostic. So the bottom layer is all your sensors, cameras, access control, air conditioning, your elevators, anything that comes on the sensor layer. On the upper layer is your connectivity layer. It can be Wi-Fi, it can be IoT, it can be maybe LoRa or wide area connectivity, 5G. You can decide what, or maybe fiber, microwave. It depends what kind of campus we are talking about. In some oil and gas refineries or large campuses, we are using a mix of Wi-Fi and 5G as well. Fiber, Wi-Fi, and 5G as well. In airports, we are using a mix of fiber, copper, Wi-Fi, IBS, 5G. So it can be anything. On the upper layers is the campus core, where you will build your digital platform. That is where you will build your digital twin of the campus. And on top of that, you will actually build your AI use cases. These AI use cases can be around campus security, campus management, fire suppression systems, or command and control, or maybe emergency response. I'll not go into those details that what kind of use cases they will be on the upper layers. Then we also, as Huawei, we also built one similar platform. We call it Campus IOC. It's Intelligent Operation Center for a Campus Environment. So what this platform does is that it's walk the talk, that it is actually a complete digital twin of a campus. So it can be any kind of campus. It can be, again, as I said, it can be a large hospital campus. It can be maybe a small city or a district. It can be maybe a hotel. Yesterday, I was in an event where this digital twin was actually, I would say, creating an environment of all the railway stations of a metro system. So all the railway stations of a metro system, their power system, cooling system, air conditioning system, access control, security, everything was being mapped on this kind of digital IOC. So once you build this digital IOC, it's very easy to build the AI use cases on the top, because you do the real hard work here. The real hard work is bringing all the data into a single data lake, and then using that data to build the AI use cases on the top. And now what also we see as the future is, I think we all are aware of large language models. So what would happen in a campus environment when it comes to LLMs? So there will be maybe two kinds of LLMs you would be using in a campus environment. The smaller ones with less than 1 billion parameters, they would be maybe helping you do use cases like video-based parameter detection, or automatic meeting system, smoke and fire detection, or heat map, and all those things. But then there will be large language models, bigger than maybe 1 billion parameters. What would they do? They would actually help you build maybe an automatic experience generation. So maybe your own campus will be generating content. Your campus will no more be using only the data that is coming and letting you know what is happening in a campus environment, but it would be using that data on which it is trained to create new data for you. For example, you are maybe in a, let's take example of an exhibition center. So not only this campus environment would be real-time monitoring what is happening at this big facility, but it would be using real-time statistics, incoming videos and all of that, and create an experience for people who are maybe miles away or globally and trying to attend this event. So this is where we are heading to as AI use cases are concerned. Then I'll go a bit faster to keep in time. And these kind of platforms, now there are two things when it comes to AI. How do we use AI to manage the campus, and what kind of campus we can provide to deploy AI? So this is how do we use AI to manage the campus. So we have created a lot of platforms which can help you manage a campus environment. Not only that, you can talk to these platforms like you do with DeepSeek or ChatGPT. You can talk to these platforms that what is the most vulnerable spots in my campus environment when it comes to fire protection. What are the anomalies that we detected in the last 10 days when it comes to access control? Was my campus managed well, or which areas of my campus are still not being managed well when it comes to energy conservation? It would give you statistics. And then you can talk to it that, can you help me fix it? So that is where we are heading to when it comes to facility management or these kind of environments management. Then as Huawei, of course, whatever I have talked about is coming from experience of Huawei deploying these kind of different kind of campuses. So these campuses, as I said, can be maybe an office campus, a stadium, a lot of names there. I'll not go to them one by one. Exhibition centers, commercial complexes, hotels, hospitals, and so on and so forth. So what we have also done is that, I'll skip this slide. So what we have done also, one more thing is that I think this will be useful for you. You can go online and check that if you are working in any kind of industry, so what kind of campus architecture you would foresee in the next 5 to 6 years. So we have written this wonderful white paper, a report, that when it comes to 2030, what can you expect in a campus environment? So there are a lot of areas like fully automated asset operations, 10 Gbps connectivity, fully holographic campus requirements, robotics, AGVs, all these things will be actually part of the campus environment. So when we talk about building these campuses, building these maybe environments, we have to make sure that we deploy the right kind of sensors, we deploy the right kind of network, we deploy the right kind of data lakes, small language models or large language models or AI use cases. So this has to be done with the right kind of strategy, that where are we heading to in terms of future. So this is my last slide, that from Huawei's perspective, what we see where the industry is going, that we are rising from digital to intelligent. We are rising from deploying maybe a comprehensive digital architecture, data lakes, to building unified AI use cases. Again, as I said, yes, AI is being implemented, but what I foresee, unfortunately, is again, we are landing into silos, AI projects, rather than unified AI use cases. So this is our, I would say, our methodology or mind share that I wanted to do with regards to Intelligent Campus. And as I said, why we are doing that is because we think campus is the most important, simplest unit of industry or society transformation. So thank you very much. I hope it was useful for you, and maybe see you next year again, inshallah.